Good morning all, this is Prashanti, continuing with MWT lecture. Today's topic is types of EJPs. In the last class we have seen the architecture of EJP. Now we'll discuss the types of EJPs. There are these are the first type of enterprise Java beans is a session bin. So what a session bin is, uh, the session bin is a non-persistent object. What do you mean by non-persistent object? Non-persistent object means which does not exist for a long time. So for how much time it exists? It exists. Its lifetime is, if lifetime is during the time period that which it is in time period at which the interaction exists between the client and the EJP. Okay, normally whenever a client requests for a service, that is a EJP bean service which is present in the server, then a request bean is created between the EJP bean service and the client, isn't it? A request bean is created. So then depending upon that request bean, method is called EJP is created in the, and a session is created between the client and the EJP class. So whenever the client gets his response from the server, then that EJP that EJP request is removed from the server. If the client is does not remove that EJP request from the EJP container, then the container itself will remove that object. The container itself will remove that object after some certain period of time. Okay, so there are two types of session beans. One is stateless session bean and the other one is stateful session bean. There are two kinds of session bean, stateless session bean and stateful session bean. Coming to stateless session bean. Stateless session bean is it does not maintain the state of client between multiple method calls. What is this is, it does not maintain the state in the sense, now suppose you are performing some banking transaction, online banking transaction. You have logged in, you have entered your login password, and you are trying to do some bank transactions and all. Now for example, immediately in the middle of your transaction and all, power has gone, or due to power failure your session has ended. When your session has ended and after some time you have logged in again, then you have to come from the starting of the transaction again. You have to enter your login, you have to enter your password, and then you have to start your process from the starting, isn't it? The place where you have the step where you have stopped, you will be not starting from the same step again in terms of bank transaction. That is a stateless session bean. Why? Because that requires security and all. Okay, so that is stateless session bin. That state is not maintained. That state is not maintained. So that is called a stateless session bin. Coming to stateful session bin. In stateful session bin, it maintains the state of the client across the multiple requests. Now, for example, if you have logged into your Facebook, okay, you have logged into your Facebook, and power has gone. When after the recovery of power, when power after the power comes, you log in again. When you open your system and when you click on the Facebook, immediately you will be logging again. You don't need to enter again your password and login and password. You will be on the page where you have stopped your Facebook, accessing your Facebook. So there what is happening, there your state is maintained. Okay, there your state is maintained because that does not require uh, that much security and all. So some beans are created in terms of stateless session beans, and some beans are created like stateful session bean, like bank transaction, business transactions. All these things are stateless session beans. And normal Gmail or Facebook or like any other normal applications, those are stateful session beans. The next type of bean is entity bean. Entity bean is, this is generally designed for object oriented principles, and these are used in the applications as objects. These are used as objects, and these entity Java beans are generally used in relational databases. Right now here, what is the main use of this entity Java beans are, these are transactional and they are recoverable in the event of a system crash. So whenever your system crashes, then these transactions are recoverable. That means, suppose if you are performing an online transaction, if you are performing an online transaction, if you have entered your amount that you have want to debit, okay, if you want to suppose you have uh, suppose you have entered the amount that you have want to debit, and immediately due to some network issue you have been disconnected. Then before getting your amount, or before transferring your amount to some other account, your balance or concurrency should be maintained between the two accounts, isn't it? So that transactional maintenance and transaction recoverable maintenance, all such things are available in the entity beans, right? And the next one is message driven beans. In message driven beans, this is acts as asynchronous messages. What do you mean by asynchronous messages? Client will be, if there are two persons A and B, A will be sending a message, and then it is not required that B send a message back immediately. So asynchronous message means it does not wait for the reply. We'll be sending the message, and we'll be not in contact directly with the other clients. We'll be sending a message, and the other side fellow, after receiving a message, he'll be, or after receiving a message or after viewing the message, he'll be replying you the back response, isn't it? So EJPs are message driven EJPs are used for such things. So here, so client will interact with these EJPs by sending messages to the queues or topics which they are listening. And we will not directly interact with the other person, they will view and then they will call you back. These are the types of EJPs. So how many types of EJPs are there? Message driven EJPs, entity bean, in session beans. Again you have stateless session bean and stateful session beans. We'll stop here. Thank you.